Welcome to Tea with Bibi, where empowered women empower others through their narratives. Today we have an empowered Zimbabwean designer who has taken the fashion to the international platforms, and her name is Sinikiwe Moyo. Welcome, Sinikiwe. How are you?
I'm doing well, Sispi, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, and pleased to have you here for tea. And I would love you to share your narratives, or to start by telling us more who Nikki is.
Thank you, Sispi. I really appreciate the privilege of having me here, having a cup of tea with you. I really appreciate. Thank you so much for having me, for hosting. So my name is Sinikiwe Moyo. Some may know me as Sinikiwe Moyo. So I was born in Zimbabwe and raised up in Bulawayo, to be exact.
Sawukamukela mamoyo wako tina mamoyo nasi. Let's hear a bit more about your parents. Do you mind sharing your family background?
Yes, I'll be pleased to do. So I was born in a very big family in Zimbabwe. I would like to think of my father as a visionary and also a community leader. He was a man that wore so many hats, and he would sit on so many different companies or organizations' board meetings because of the nature of the job he used to do. And that really made us take from him. Some of my siblings have taken from him. And I would love to think of my mother as a very creative. She was very creative. She a creative lover of the African arts and crafts at the time we grew up. So I would love to think of her as my inspiration, because I was the one that went sliding towards what she loved and enjoyed doing, because I used to spend most of my time with her. Hence, I ended up a creative as well, which I really so much appreciate.
No, so this is an inherited skill from your mom. And do you mind walking us through the journey of like where you grew up, your experiences?
Yes, of course. I see myself as really privileged to have grown up and had the best of both worlds. Initially being raised in a rural setup, and later on having been raised in Bulawayo, in the city. And both of these communities had something in common, which was the creatives, something that I was always interested in and passionate about. So I would see Bulawayo as a very vibrant city, whereby it had so many creatives. It was very colorful, and I grew up around that and got lots of inspiration from the artists and crafters around Bulawayo.
Anything outstanding, especially, I know you talked about the artists. We used to see them some in a city hall, or if you can give us any examples of these arts and crafts in Bulawayo.
Yes, I would say initially I went to St. Patrick's Primary School, which was in, I don't know if you know it, it's near Erenkin. It's a Roman Catholic school. So we used to get allocated once per week art lessons, whereby we used to practice them at the Mzilikazi Art and Crafts Center. That to me was a big opportunity, because I enjoyed the arts. Every time we went for art lessons there, I just felt like that was my comfort zone. And I really appreciate the school for doing that for us, because sometimes schools take for granted these subjects like art, and they dwell more on the mathematics, science, and English. Yet there are some kids who will be interested and really passionate and hungry to grow their passion around the arts. So that was very appreciative. And also I would most of the time spend my time just around Bulawayo looking at people that used to say even sell pottery, people that used to do sculpture, or people that used to sell their crochets. I was so much interested that I would want to stop and talk to them and just find out what are they doing, where is the inspiration coming from. So I really appreciate Bulawayo for that creativeness.
I remember a lot of arts and craft from Bulawayo, and I'm sure today, I hope they are watching from Ziligazi Arts and Craft. They must be proud to see their very own child having made it to the international market, and that some more people are going to learn from you, especially the youngsters. Now you're in England, we have the Nikki brand. Do you mind sharing the vision behind the Nikki brand?
Yes, so I'm the creative director and fashion designer for the fashion brand Sinikiwe Moyo, which is a short version of my name. So Sinikiwe Moyo designs clothes for women. These clothes, they dress women to feel confident. They are very high quality clothes. When women wear these clothes, they really feel like they are the best versions of themselves.
Interesting. I'm one of them. Look at me now. Do you mind sharing what was behind my design? Oh, let me show it off a bit, Net.
Yes, this design, for me to come up with that creation, I had to consider you, my customer. I had to, you gave me the fabric. I didn't buy the fabric myself. You sent the fabric to me, and I just looked at the fabric, and looking at your shape and everything, your beauty, I just had to come up with something that would flatter your figure and showcase the best of you. And because you are a very beautiful person, I just wanted something that will just highlight all that, because I believe the true beauty of a woman is on the inside, and my vision is to bring that inside beauty on the inside and just make them cohesive, the outside beauty and the inside beauty.
Indeed, it surely does. I've been feeling so confident, so beautiful. I mean, you should have seen me from the day I got it, I received it. I feel good, and today was so special, and I'm glad to have worn it through this interview, and that other women are going to see and know what the really Nikki brand is. We are having tea with Sinikiwe Moyo and talking about her brand, and we will be back shortly with you as we continue hearing her journey towards making it as an international fashion designer.